Good morning, everyone. Just grab my chat. Where are we? YouTube. Morning, everyone. There we go. Hope you're all good. Oh, there's everyone. Hey, Jane, Sally, Kim, Donna, Melissa, Kerry, Melly, Karen, Claire, Lynette, Celine. Thank you for joining, everyone. Good morning. Hope you're all good. Oh, I've had a bit of a what's the word? Like the last half hour has just been like chaos because it's Charlie's birthday, so he's got videos that they're sending me of him opening his presents. So I'm going to go and see him tomorrow. So I've just got all his stuff ready to wrap. Prepped the card, got all the bits cut for that. And I've just received, this is going to make you laugh, but I'm going to wait for more of you to join because, yeah, it's funny. Morning, everyone. Actually, I had a notification. Oh, there we go, Linda. That's good. It's worked. Oh, dear. Becky, morning. Rachel, hello, hello. Good morning, Sam from chilly, damp Western Australia. Hey, Marie. Shaz, morning. Sorry, not been around. Been in hospital with sepsis on the mend. Oh, bless you. Oh, it's just been one thing after another. Oh, I'm glad to hear you're on the mend, though. Morning, everyone. Hey, Deb. Morning, Kay. So yeah, I hope everybody is good. So I've got his card ready to write in. So if anybody didn't see, this is the card that I made for Charlie, which I know he's going to really enjoy. And I made this during one of our mix and match lives. So it's the reveal wheel with the about time frame, and then my old under the sea, and then the numbers, the big words. So yeah, I'm looking forward to giving him that later on. So I've just got it out ready to, need to make the envelope, get that decorated. Morning, everyone. Hey, Claire. Hey, Simone. Yeah, hit the thumbs up, everyone. So we're going to do like a diorama box card. In fact, let me grab the other box style, which is here. So we're going to do a version of this, but we're going to add extra bits here to create the diorama. Maybe a bit of a tunnel style. I'm going to do different size apertures in that section and then attach them inside. Really easy to do. I've got tons of ephemera there, so I'm going to use that as well. Morning, everyone. It's hot here. It's really muggy. We're getting the rain, but it rained last night. It's meant to be nice all day and then rain again tonight. I don't mind through the summer if it rains in the evenings. It's great for watering all the plants and stuff, and then nice during the day. So 3 a.m. here in the States. Good morning, Galia. Just making a cuppa to take up to my desk in my bedroom. Yeah, I've got a nice fresh coffee here. Oh, look at this as well. I got in the charity shop the other day. It was just sat on its own. It was £1, and it's got a little like movement here on it. This is a Victorian card. It's got a little bow there. I've got lots of these. I've shared my collection of these. And then inside here it says, "Many happy returns, darling," from Ivor. So cute. I just love the old words as well, "with loving thoughts and the best of good wishes for many happy days." And then this here, "kind birthday wishes." I really like the way that's done. I might actually do maybe a stamp collection of vintage verses. And like the fonts and stuff, because I've got hundreds of cards. In fact, if I can stretch up, I might be able to grab it. Just for anybody who's not seen my love of old cards. A lot of them are my nan's old collection. Well, not collection, they're actual old cards. This is what I've got. I've got this old letter rack, which eventually is going to go in the hallway when I've decorated the hallway, and I've got some random flowers sticking out the bottom. But in here, it's filled with all old. That was a recent one as well. It's one of the World War I silks to my dear daughter. Oh no, Mum gave me that one. Sorry, I've got some other ones. That was what my mum actually put in a card for me. But yeah, these are all original. Some are like mainly like 50s. but I've got some really old Victorian ones in there as well. One's from my granddad, there's one there. Some that I've sent, look at that. I mean, that's vintage. To Nanny Loves Samantha. See, I was making cards even back then. Easter. I don't know who that woman's. I don't think that was meant to be my nan, but anyway. Yeah, so I'm probably going to go through some of these. Look, that one. In fact, that would be. It's the same glitter. There, True Love. What's this one say inside? So it's got a whole long verse. Look, Heartist Birthday Wishes. What lovely fonts. I think it'd be really nice to do actually. And then they've wrote at the top here, my own beloved darling wife and sweetheart. And then at the bottom, always and forever, your very own, your loving husband, Reg. Oh, I mean, that's just beautiful. So yeah, they're definitely obviously, you know, the same kind of era. It says their sweet thoughts are true, dear sweetheart mine, for many happy days. May health and happiness be yours. And truest love always. I didn't pay $2.50, I paid 50p for it, but yeah, so I won't go too deep into it all because there's just so many here. There's one of my original, that's another World War I silk, and these were stitched by the locals. This one would have been Belgium, and then the British troops there sent them back to their loved ones. Mother from SYP, I don't know what that means, but anyway, yeah, so these are just really special, they're really lovely. I have some of these that my granddad sent to my nan during the war. Yeah, keep them, they're precious, and they're not easy to get hold of either. Like if you ever see any, you know, and it's something you love, then get them, because they are really quite special. So I'll put that in there so that's nice and safe. But I do have more in here. They're getting a bit squashed. I should probably really sort this out. There's another one there. To my dear mother. Like I said, some of these are, I think that's from me, yeah. To a wonderful nanny. Mum wrote that. Happy birthday, I love you lots. Big kiss from Samantha. I mean, that's 80s, that is, if I wasn't writing it. But anyway, so that is my stash of old cards. So yeah, it was nice to find that other little one back up there. Yeah, so there's quite a few in. Do you want to just have a quick laugh? I bought myself a metal detector. My best friend's face, she was mortified. She went, you have changed. She went, how are you ever going to find someone if you're a metal detector? I think I'm going to join a club. So I've got this for the garden. So I'm going to go through the garden now with my metal detector. I've become a little bit obsessed with it, I'm not going to lie. So the reviews were good. I got it on Amazon. I haven't actually, I'm not going to get it all out now because we'll crack on with the card making in a minute, because I know some of you are not bothered by all my gump. But yeah, I went for dinner with my friend last night and I said, I've got a metal detector coming. She went, what? And I said, yeah. I said, I can't wait to explore the garden a bit more. It's got a case and everything. Well, there's the main plates under there. That's your gauge. I might do a metal detecting live on Instagram. We can dig together. So I'm going to have a little play around with... Oh, look, I've got headphones. Oh, my God. I'm going to look an absolute fool, but I love it. So, yeah, there you go. The detector is, yeah, there's that's a series, isn't it? There's a movie as well, I think. But you never know, I might find gold. I might find some real good treasures, you never know. So anyway, I thought that would make some of you smile. That'd be me. Yeah, I'm going to do that tomorrow. Dig, dig, dig. Even my dad said about it, and I know my dad would be interested in that anyway. And Charlie will love it because it's like proper treasure hunting, so that'd be fun. And I did say to my friend, her son Ralph, I said, Ralph will love it. She went, no, I know. She said, I'll bring him round one evening. So, yeah, so watch this space. We'll see what else I can find now. Morning, everyone. Someone just saying they've got their bundle. Who was that? I'm just unpacking my MTS bundles, Tracy. Oh, enjoy. Yeah, I know. He's found a couple of bits for me, bless him. Oh yeah, I will do. It's amazing how things change. I know. Yeah, when the 90s raver Sam would definitely not have said she would be purchasing a metal detector. But once I'm done with it, I'll sell it on. Although I may well go down to the beach because Wembury Beach, which isn't far from me, right round, way off from where like the main popular part of the beach is, it's just got tons of stuff that washes up. So that's good to go and kind of beach comb and stuff. So yeah, maybe I'll keep hold of it. You never know. Oh, don't, Vicky. I'll get so excited every time I hear a beep. Anyway, so today's card. I'm using the circle accordion and we're going to do a diorama style of this one here. Okay, so I've already gone ahead and cut myself 6 of these because I think I'm going to have, well, I definitely need one for the front and back to make that. And then inside, I think I can get 4. So we will see how this goes. So we'll make that. And then what we're going to do with these is you cut the oval out, but we need the tabs, although we need a little bit on each side. So let's go over all the score lines first. Just going to open the window. It's really, really muggy. So you might hear a bit more noise now, but it is very, very muggy. Bring that light in as well. Okay, that should be better. So how is everybody? I'm stamping and cutting out the new images at the moment. Yeah, get it all prepped and then it's all ready to go when you want to make with it then. So just go over the score lines, just the simplest way of doing it, and that gives you your gatefold. So just do that on everything. So yeah, if you want to do this 6 pieces is what I think you're going to need. You could add more if you do like a small 1/4 inch like little tabs. When I get to that you'll know what I mean. So if you wanted to add more in there, but I think 4, might even only do 3. Let's see how it all fits in. I've done that one. Do craft world orders change from confirmed on processed? Mine still says confirmed. I'm not sure because I haven't actually ordered. I haven't done an order yet. So I actually don't know what notifications you get sent. So I'm sure there'll be someone else in the chat that will be able to give you a better answer than me. Hey Linda, morning Taz. Hope everybody's good. Linda, sweltering poolside in Kefalonia. Oh nice. How long are you there for? Enjoy. What time is it over there? You what, 3-4 hours in front? All right, that's if you're from, you've come from the UK. Just assuming you may have come from somewhere else. Yeah, we've been getting, I was just saying earlier, we were meant to have thunderstorms the other day, but it just rained instead. We had heavy rain, like real big thick drops, which was good obviously to water the garden. But and I've got a slight puddling on my patio and I'm gutted. It's in the corner. I thought everything, well, to be fair, it does all run down, but there's a slight slight lift, so I'm going to have to, Dad said he can just drill some holes, like you won't see them and then the water can just run, so he's like, it should be fine. But I was like, oh. 2 weeks and 2 hours. 2, okay. Well, enjoy. Nice start of your holiday. How nice. Okay, mine says confirmed and it was delivered on Wednesday. Okay, so maybe that is it. Just the confirmed is an acknowledgement that you've put in your order, and then yeah, just wait. Right, so we need to cut some apertures into these. Now for that one, I just used the circle dies that were in the set, but I think I might do I do it as a tunnel or do we do them all the same? So we just do a load of these circles inside. Excuse me while I sneeze. Oh dear. Right, so they're going to be for the front and back. So let me trim these ones first. And again, just to say, anybody joining, these dies you need your larger die machine. So you will need your large format. Now, actually no, I'm going to use the trimmer. I'm going to have to use my scissors. So you just want to remove the ovals, and you're going to trim away some of this as well in a minute, but you don't want the ovals and you don't want the circles. Sorry, you don't want this side either. Sorry, excuse the dogs. They will go quiet in a minute. Okay, so that's what we want to create, because that side is going to sit along the side of this. So we need it all to fit. Keep all those, that's actually handy bits of scrap. And I love it, my neighbour then shouts. If it's not me shouting at Monty, she's shouting at hers. It's quite funny. Like I said, I'm not going to need all of that bit. All we want is the oval in the middle. Okay. Like I said, I've not made this before, but it's an idea I've got in my head. So I just need to do that with the other three. Like I said, you may only want to do a couple. You don't have to fill it. I'm just going to try and fill as much of that side on here. In my head thought if I do them at 1/2 inch, I should fit 4 in. Oh, that's better. I can feel the breeze coming in now. So what's everybody up to today? And this weekend? So some of you are on holiday. Morning, everyone. Sorry, Amanda. That's the thing, isn't it? That's what happens. We like all set each other off. That's all it is, though. They literally just get excited to come out every time, and then they just, that's it, don't hear from them again. It's funny, I think I said before when I moved in, and obviously you meet your neighbours for the first time, and I remember Claire saying, oh, I said, oh, I've got a dog, and she went, oh, thank God for that. She said, because I've got dogs and they bark. And I said, no, it's fine, don't worry, I've got a dachshund. Okay. Last one. Squeaky scissors. Put a little bit of oil on them. Oh, it's really bad. I've never noticed that. Must have only just happened. Okay. Keep all those bits. And then, what do we think then? Do we do a tunnel diorama? Or do I do them all the same? I'll do the first one on there because I know I've got to cut that. Off on a cruise around the island on Sunday with a swim. Oh, sounds amazing. How lovely. I'm doing a charity tabletop sale tomorrow, so have been sorting out a selection. Oh, have you got a lot, Kay? And have you done this one before? Let us know how you get on. I'm just going to I'm going to try not to melt today. Is it heart rage? I think we've got, to be fair, I think the sun will break through in a minute. I think it's going to be quite nice today. Yes, Yvonne, sorry, I missed your comment before I mentioned it. 2 of my best friends became grandparents yesterday. So I'm making them a 3D card. I have cut everything out. It just needs, oh, that's really nice, Lynette. I really enjoy that. Tunnel diorama, tunnel. Okay, it's bloody hot. Right, I'll do the front one. So we'll do the tunnel on those in a minute. That one will stay as it is. This one we need to cut the aperture. So you get your 2 large ovals in the die set. You want the smaller one. You want to cut that into here. And then you'll see I went over with a gold mirrored card with the two together to give me that frame. That's what I stuck in that. I think I might use the Snowfall acetate with this one as well, because it's a Christmas card, so I might as well, you know, use the acetate. Is it 22 already? Gosh. No, it's not. It's nice and cool. I think it's probably about 16, 17 at the moment. It's still early. I love this time in the morning though. Can you hear all the birds? No, shut up now. There's always, I've got just, yeah, my bird app. Oh, I love it. I wish my bedroom, I wish the master bedroom was this one, was the back. Because then I could lie in bed and listen to that in the mornings. Whereas mine's at the front. So I'll just get the noise from the road. But who knows, in a few years' time we may be crafting in Sam's crafty shack at the back of the garden. Because I've got my eye on a tiger shed. But yeah, that will be a couple of years time yet. Well, hopefully that lovely warm weather is on its way down to me later on today and for the weekend, because we've got a barbecue planned for Sunday to celebrate Charlie's. His birthday's today. He's got his school friends party tomorrow, and then so I'm going over tonight. It's just family today, and then I'll let them get on with it tomorrow. I'm not bothered about being around a load of kids. I want to do my metal detecting, and then Sunday I'm going to pop over for the family barbecue. So fingers crossed it will be nice. That's how that's going to look, and then let me just work out if I'm going to need all four. So I think if we cut these, in fact I don't even think I need the scissors, I can do this by eye. The trimmer. So I'm just going to cut, so there's about 1/2 inch. And this is what's going to attach to the sides. So it will still all fold flat. I'm going to leave those scissors for the rest of the life because that is going to irritate me. I'm not good with repetitive sounds like that. So then the idea is that one, in fact I'll probably flip, no, I'll start from the back, is going to go and stick. It'll be obviously slightly lifted forward from the sides, and that's going to go to the sides there and then there. So that would be the smallest if I was to do that at the back. So let me cut the rest of these. Where's my little scissors gone? Oh, that's what I got him as well for his birthday. I've got him a few small gifts, but I've got him the... Anybody have the Tonys? They're so nice. They're such a lovely gift. My mum and dad brought him the Tony box a couple of years ago, and then he just puts them on and listens to them when he goes to bed and stuff, or if he's playing in his room. It's so sweet. And he wanted the Shaun the Sheep one because they couldn't get hold of it, and I managed to find it when I was visiting Nan. So he's into so many things right now. He's got Super Mario Karts from me. He's got Shaun the Sheep because he loves that, and he's obsessed with, what's the other thing? Oh, Marvel. All the Marvel characters, Spider-Man, Batman, all that lot. You have to have a look at them. They're called Tonys. This is the box, and basically these have got like a sensor on them, and you just, they're lovely. He's got so many on his shelf. They're really sweet, and you just put the you put that on the Tony, and it tells the story. It's an audio play, and this is the Shaun the Sheep one with the character. It all lights up, some music, everything. They're really, really nice. I think Mum got him one when I was with him as well, but he's got a few now. You get loads, tons and tons of them. Really lovely. Yeah, it's a nice gift. Right, so I've got my, oh, that's the last one. Okay. Now I'm going to have to use my own circle dies because I need different sizes now to work back. Let me just grab which ones are going to be better to use, whether I use the, I might use, no, I think I'm going to use the CCP. Oh, actually those, this is the problem because it's like a circle oval. So it's finding the right size. There's my bigger ones here. And I just have a bit more of a choice. And I know I've got this one somewhere, but I've put it into another set of like one of my, probably my Showstoppers or something. And I just don't know where to start. Yeah, Squoval. The Sam's new Christmas collection, my MTS box was overflowing, so sorting out the Christmas box and then reorganising. It's nice, isn't it, though, to do that. I thought the Shaun the Sheep was for Monty. Hey Lynn, have you given up using your coffee? No, I still got it. No, still got it. I've seen them in Smith's. Yeah, you can get them on offer. I think there was 25% off. I think they're £15 each. I think I got that for like £11, £12 or something. Sam, we have rain from 1 and thunderstorms. Oh, that's not what's on mine. It says it's just nice until 5 o'clock. We've got the rain coming in. It's meant to be nice today. That was what the Met Office said anyway. But then 15 minutes from me, Shaz, it could all be different, which is clearly what it is for you. Shaz is just up the road from me, but our weathers can be so different. Right, so let's see. So the back one, well, actually, no, let's start with, what do we think? Maybe that one for the first. See, that will work. And then the next size down for that one. Next size down for that one, and then that one for that one. What about that? So we'll get a little ring of each one as you're looking in, but there's still enough there because I want to use the Ephremra. So, you know, we could have Santa Claus right in the back. See, he fits quite nicely. So maybe we'll go with those, and I think they sit quite nicely in there. Just got to make sure I get them spot on. In fact, I'm going to cut that one first and sit that over, line that one up, sit that over that one, and so on. And that way I know I've got the perfect ring around each one. That looks about right. Probably use my smaller machine now. Will that go on? Yes, it will. Thanks, Yvonne. Lots of people sell toners on Facebook Marketplace when the children. Oh, there you go. It's a good idea. And then, so what's the next one? Sit that one over the top and then put that one on. Now I want to make sure I've got the same kind of ring. Looks about right. Oh, you got it. God, that's quite good then. That's quick. Out for delivery for you, Simone. Well, it's a little bit earlier than before for some people, Claire. At least we're only half an hour in. You haven't missed a great deal. Mad though. Okay, so that's that one, and then I want that one. Again, just sure they're bang on. Line that one up. You could drop down even more as well. You don't need to do every other, you know, the one after the other in terms of the sizes. You could drop or skip a couple, so you've got a bigger frame. I think because I'm going to fit so many in there. Oh, I've got some on my plate there, some glue. Oh, okay, good, Claire. Southern Island outfit. Oh, that's good. Good, good, good. And keep all these pieces. And then the last one, so what have we got? That one, that one. Yeah, I think this is going to work nice. And that one. These are, I always say these are really good, I think, for like James Bond style cards, or space theme, stuff like that, because you've just got all those different, you know, layers. Optical illusion, you know. Wow, there's been some really good kind of dioramas shared in the group before. Okay, I saw your baby sham. I thought that was so good, using the cocktail glass. Very good, loved it. Cleaning done. Yeah, I like to do my cleaning, Maureen. I do a lot of mine on a Friday afternoon. I like going into the weekend with that all done, so I'm not wasting like my weekend cleaning. That one. No, wrong order. I was thinking, why are they not? There we go. Why are they not sitting right? There we go. Yeah, it's hard to see, but hopefully you can see the tiers there. Once they're slightly apart from each other, it should work really well. Now, do I frame each of these with a bit of gold? I'm not going to put acetate behind every one, because the snowfall acetate, it will get too busy if there's that many layers of it behind each other. I think I'll just put the one on the front, and then everything else will just be clear, so you can see it as clear, you know, as this one here. Otherwise I think it just is a bit, can get a bit too much. Is that the word, is it? Concentric. Never heard of that, I don't think. Oh, Christmas lantern. Yeah, nice idea. You do a lovely little Christmas scene, like little houses and stuff in there. That'd look cute. Now, before I stick it together, I need to think about the very back, and if I want to add a pattern paper or anything on it. What I'll do is, I think I'm going to stick down 1/2 of all of these, because it's really easy for me to then add the frames and add other bits too, but lay it all down each time as I go. So they're all going to stick into this, so we can leave that one for a minute. So I'm going to start with the very back, and I'm going to add a little glue, just a quick grab, and just add a little glue onto each of the tabs. Probably just a little bit under 1/2 inch. And then you're going to sit this up to that back score line. That'll, if you cut them straight, that one's a bit crooked, but just let it grab and then fold it back down this way. You just want to keep all of that lined up, like so. So there is our first. I bring up this side, you can see that kind of gap there. We've got lots of room to feed up, you know, feed behind all the decoration. You can see the lift there already, and then get your next one. I think it's probably a good idea to stick 1/2 down, and then you can plan out your decoration a bit better. again. Now I'm going to stick that one up to that other fold. And then again, once that's kind of grabbed, just carefully fold it down just to keep everything lined up. There we go. And then again, I love the embossing tool. It's great. Used it yesterday on my envelopes and I'm really impressed with it. Yay! I'm glad you like it. Have you embossed any toilet roll yet? We were saying, I can't remember who left the comment. It was on one of my YouTube videos. And they said, oh, I'm going to emboss toilet roll, kitchen roll, packed lunch, serving napkins. Like this woman, I can't remember. She's one of us, one of the muckers. I'm sure it was. Said, I'm just going to emboss everything. Oh, yeah, the stickers. Like I said, there is more that we want to do with it, so I'm hoping. Well, it is selling well. There's only, how many did I see when I last checked the order? I think we've got about 50 left, and we ordered 4 figures, so you can you can work that one out yourself. We've sold a lot, so I'm very pleased. I done that one. I embossed some loo roll yesterday and it came out really, I haven't done it, Lynette. I'm gonna have to do it. I'm definitely gonna do, oh, see, I could have done, that would have been funny to have done for Charlie for his birthday. He would have found that hilarious. Happy birthday on his toilet roll. Yeah, I've got to do some other ones. Father's Day. How nice, just think it's really funny. I know, it's because they were seasonal. We didn't want to do seasonal with that because they were kind of 2 separate launches. So from a business perspective, because I did say about doing all those ones, they said, we'll see how it goes first. Just do the generic ones that we know will sell, because everybody will, you know, need birthday, blah, blah, blah. You'd use a birthday one more than you would a Christmas one in, you know, in the year kind of thing. So I get it. But yeah, we need Christmas, 100%. Valentine's. We need them all. Napkins for the barbecue. Oh, that's a nice idea, Celine. Oh, I've got some nice napkins. I've got some blue ones downstairs. I've got a pack of blue. Yeah, oh, I like that idea. Thank you, Celine. I will put a picture up on my page. Let's see if I remember. Let me write this down because I will forget. I'll get too involved with my metal detecting and I'll forget to do this. Emboss. Napkins for party. Right. I know, but Christmas is just one day a year. Birthdays, we have multiples. Not me, as in we've got people, lots of birthdays. Look, I'm on your side. Stop fighting it. I wanted them too. I just couldn't have everything. Okay. And the last one, but you can see already how cool that's going to look. So did anybody say whether I should put a gold frame on each one to match the front one? Or I don't know. Yeah, so we've got roughly ½ an inch left at the front, which I think is going to be fine. See that? That's your gap then from your front one to this one. So they're all pretty well spaced. Yeah. Go around just under ½ an inch, little tab on each one. That should be enough. Okay. So now, I'll bring that all around. Imagine that's all going to go on that side. How cool is this going to look? Look at this. Oh, I love it. This is so cool. You could have it that way as well. Love this. And that's the front one. Yeah. So definitely acetate on the front with the gold, or do we just keep it red? So now I need to play around with the pattern paper on the back. I just was going to have just lots of the different characters in there, but now I'm thinking I could just keep it with, because I've got multiple sets here. I've got about 3 packs of ephemera all mashed together there, so I have got multiple of the different images. I'm just wondering I could have that. I cut that a little bit bigger. We want to get this used, guys. Use your ephemera, get it all used, because we've got another Christmas collection coming later, and then we want to enjoy that one. So I want you to use this up. I want you to enjoy it. Cut the papers. Use the bloody ephemera. Don't just look at it. Use your stash. This is why I think it's good to have one side done, so you can start planning, roughly laying things out. Because I could go for, we could just do the nutcrackers in this one with the cute trees, with the, you know, what do you call it? Oh gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Acetate. Or I have a big word. Oh, I'll probably have the big Christmas or something word on this one as well. You could have, you know, those on the front, and then all the different. Oh, we have all the deer. We do the cute deer. Oh, loads of snowmen. I don't know. Don't know what to do. There's too many nice bits to use. If you imagine a different nutcracker soldier. I think whatever we put in is going to look cute. I'm using it on my Christmas card, Sam, for a few family members. Fantastic stamps. Oh, thank you. Anyone remember Time Tunnel? Yeah. Gosh, Time Tunnel. That's a blast from the past. Oops, I'm just randomly placing these for the minute, but you get the idea. Something kind of on each layer. We do a few snowmen. Our lovely deer. We could have it, in fact we could do the deer with the wreath at the back. Wreath could be nice in that very middle circle there. Take that paper out, put maybe a plainer one, and go with, you know, a wreath. Got the sleigh, and go with these kind of characters. A few different treetops, although I'd rather show most of them off. I don't want to be snipping them really. We've got all the little decorations, got the sprigs here. I think I'll leave the candy canes off because I'm going to use those. All these little sprigs would be good with the sentiment as well. What are we thinking? Yeah, we were saying that, Melly, on the launch. And Kay today in the group, she shared a card with the deer with the cocktail glass from the, oh gosh, what was my set? It's the one with the beer, not the Celebrate Summer one. It's from last year, and it looks really good. I find the Nutcracker Soldiers creepy. Sorry, Nutcracker Soldiers creepy. No, they're cute. Oh no. Sorry, I disagree. My mum has a large one that's, yeah, my mum's got about 6 or 7 of them. My dad brought them back when he was away in the Navy. We brought a lot of them back from Germany. She's got lots of German Christmas stuff. It's lovely. But I am with you a little bit, Jeanette, because I have seen some before in the past and they are really freaky. I've got a little bit of tape there, it's bugged me. I think I need to do the gold frames or white frames. No, I think gold. We need to bring a bit of shine, so let's cut. Right, I've got to work out the right ones now because I need to reuse these and check I've got enough gold card. I've used a lot for my samples. I've got silver. We could do silver actually. I know gold's nice, but I actually don't have. Yeah, I've only got that rose gold one, and then the rest is glitter. So I need to do an order now. I don't really. I've got to be in the mood for rose gold. It's not my favourite. I'm going to do silver because I've got loads of it. So that should be enough. I can use it for the mats and layers then for the side as well. And for the sentiment. It'll look nice for that as well. Just needs some kind of shine on it. Green foil card. Yeah, green would be nice. I like silver or gold though. Any mirror card would be nice to go with them. Right, so it's just going to look like a silver tunnel now because you're only going to see this and then the red at the top. So you just need to make an equal little frame with each nest of circles. So this is going to be for the very back one. And then I'll need the top one with another one. I can do this one for the other two, and then I'll use these for the others. Or I'll have a look in the net later. Right, so let's do those ones first. Get the acetate and that front one done as well while we're doing all these. Hey Sonia. Alright, so 1, 2. And then the right order, get rid of that one and that one. And now we need that one and that one. This is why I used the Ephremra today, because I knew I was going to be doing a lot of die cutting, and I thought if I was going to do that and colouring, I wouldn't get it all done. I'm cut that one from that one. Oh, I could if I'm really clever, because that's the original circle. And get that lined up just right. Yeah. It's probably looking confusing at the minute, Laura. In a second, you'll see what I've done, and you'll know what to do with your own dies if you're doing frames. I will explain it in a sec. Basically just making a nest of those circles, and then I need the top. Where was that one? Yes, we've got the smallest one. Got that one, got that one, and then the largest. Oh, that was it. I need with the next one up, which we never used to cut. I just need it for the frame. It's this one. They can go back. Actually, I'll keep them out to explain what I've done in a minute. You just want to use the next size circle. So the smallest aperture there, you use that die with the next size die up and cut them together to give you a ring for that size aperture, and then the next one up, and so on. That's only if you want to do frames. You don't have to. You might not want to do it on every one. You might just do it on the last one. And then I'm just making sure I've got an equal frame, and then cut that one out. Oh, Sharon. Is that because you wanted to emboss your toilet roll? Did I miss the... Oh, I must have not. It's gone off the plate. 2 secs. Okay, and then I need the circles in the die set, because remember, these are my circles that I'm using just from these here. So to do the frame, oh my goodness, I'm just keeping it all there for a minute because I'm going to lay it all out just to give you a visual so it makes more sense. And then that one, so that is, see, they all nest back together again. That's a frame now for each of those that I'd already cut. And then I just need the main big ones, these two, for the very front one. We need to do some naughty embossed ones, do we? That would be fun. I think we need to do another funny set of stamps anyway. I haven't put that forward with everything that's gone on, and obviously the move to Craft World and everything. So possibly, yeah, I think we could, yeah, we need to do that. These are the two in the die set. I just want to, again, just lay them together so you've got equal frame as possible. Like I said, they are that scroval, so you do need to move them around a little bit. You'll know when you've got it. That looks about right. I love the bloody, yeah, and it's good because I've snipped the ho-ho away as well, so you can use the ho-ho, use like bigger letters like the alphabet dies and stuff to do the ho-ho really big, and then the bloody ho obviously a little bit smaller. It looks nice. I did that on one of the sample cards. Okay, so what I did with those two from the set, so that's your smaller die, is what I cut. This is just to talk it through for those that are a little bit unsure what I've done. So the smallest die in the die set is what I used to cut this main aperture. You then just take the next die up and you stick them together, so you got that equal frame, and you'll get this. It's like a very thin, like when you suck a polo mint. Okay, and that's going to go over the top. So how I did that is exactly the same for that. So your smallest aperture that I cut for the back one, I then took the die for the next one and put them together to give me the ring and the frame for that one, and then work your way up and up again, up again. All right. Like I said, it's easy when you've got it in front of you. It makes more sense that way. No. Oh, actually, no, those ones probably would. Some nesting dies don't overlap. Oh, sorry, they do. That makes no sense because they nest, so of course they will. So no, it would, yeah. Could you? Yeah, you could. I think they will. Yeah, because they sit on your mat together, don't they? So again, you could do it, hang on a minute, I dropped it on the floor, I can't pick it up. There we go. Yes, that's probably an easier way actually, isn't it? Yeah, so if you sit them all, just have to move each one. Am I in shot? Yeah. And do it that way. I'm sure there's some dies when you sit them over, they overlap each other. So just obviously don't do it with that because you'll wreck them. But if you were to move those around and tape all of that down and pass it through, then it would give you that. And all the rings individual. You get the idea anyway. You have to spend a bit more time doing it. So either way. Right. Now we can stick these all down. So the back one. Oh, did you, Kay? I missed that. And again, you know, it's not until you're doing it that you realise that there might be easier ways to do things, which is why I always say in my tutorials, if I ever do anything and there's an easier way of doing it, do it. You don't always think about them when you're actually doing the video. I've never confessed to being the one that does it, you know, perfect. I'm just sharing an idea. So if you ever find any ways of doing things differently, then do it. Because yeah, no doubt I'll miss it. And I do tend to make things harder for myself, so just a very, very thin amount of glue. Again, I haven't topped this up and it's got quite a bit of air in it. Need to keep it upright. Sorry if my head's getting in the way. I'm just focusing on the inner ring because that's your original aperture size. There we go. And then the next one. Carefully position the tape individually, maybe. Oh, I don't know, I'm missing. I think that's. Anyway, you get what you got to do. Right, let me get that refill out because I know what I'll do is I'll pack everything away today and then I will forget and I'll get frustrated again on Monday. I think because there's not much glue left in it, I think there's like glue bogies probably in the bottle that have been pushed down. You know, when you put your glue pin in, any dry glue just gets pushed back into the bottle. I think it's now all starting to because when you refill these kind of glues, you want to take your actual this off and give it all a good clean as well before you put your fresh glue back in. Calau's different. I don't ever get any build up with Calau inside the bottle at all. I've never had any issues, but your PVA kind of water-based ones, it's worth just going in and giving that nozzle a good clear out every now and then. I love glue bogies. Well, I think with the nested way though, you use less mirrored card, so it is better the way that's been suggested in the chat. DIY Dream Weddings, because if you nest them, you're just cutting that bit there. But with what I've done, I mean, I've reused a few bits, but I wouldn't have that waste. Those two there, so you will save on your mirrored card if you do it that way. I can hear someone moving. He was at Jay's yesterday, so He's going to have a lazy one today. Hello. Hello, happy boy. Can't pick you up. I'm doing stuff. But if you want to go out, you have to tell me. I'll open the back door. You okay? Yeah. Just sat on the mat. Got a busy weekend, Monty. Got metal detecting, got treasure hunting to do tomorrow. See how accurate it is as well. The reviews were good on it. So hopefully it's not going to do false readings and I'm endlessly digging and there's nothing there. Yeah, no, that looks really cool. I'll just split them apart a bit. Yeah, we like. And then this one, and I'm going to stick the acetate onto this, the back of this piece. Because that ring is really thin, I'm just going to go around, just hugging the glue to the inner edge. And if you get any glue on your mirrored card, and it's a PVA based, water-based glue, just wipe it with a bit of kitchen roll, it'll soon buff off. But you'll find if you use a solvent glue, it will probably rip the top layer of the mirror card off, and it'll ruin it. So I would highly suggest that you use a water-based glue when you're sticking your mirror card down, especially if it's delicate like this. Big mats and ledge, you'll be alright as long as you don't go too close to the edge. But I have at times caught my mirrored card with, you know, when I rub the solvent glue away and it's just taken the top legs. It's only a coating on cardstock, the mirrored card, so you have to be careful. Right, that looks good. Yeah, it is. Someone did do a James Bond diorama and shared it in the group a while back now, but it did look really cool. Yeah, love that. Love, love, love. Right, acetate. Now, the way I did it on this one, because you need to get that oval shape, if I've got a big enough scrap piece. Oh, is that one there? Oh no. No, these are all very thin. All thin strips. Right, let me just get a fresh sheet of the acetate. Okay, so if you take your die from the set again, the die set, which is, I'll put that one back. Oh, there. No, that's it now, Louisa. Once it's gone, because it's seasonal, and we've got another Christmas collection launching later on. So, so you want the larger die. You don't want the one that you cut the aperture with, otherwise the acetate will just fall through. And then cut this one. I love that sound. I love it when it cuts through acetate. And then we're going to put a very, very thin strip of red liner tape around it. So if you've got the thinnest one, this one here, and I'm not going to stick it on the acetate, I'm going to stick it behind the frame. And then that way, you know you're definitely not going to see any. and any glue from the back that doesn't get covered by the acetate, although it should all get covered, you can just go over it with your anti-static powder or a little bit of talcum powder. You could just go over it with like a dry towel, just get some lint on it just to take away the stickiness. But this way you just, yeah, by sticking the glue to the back of this piece rather than onto that, or the tape, sorry, you know you're not going to see any. But it's handy to get the really thinnest one because it's great for frames and stuff, so it's always handy to have a little roll of that really thin stuff. Give that all a good burnish. And this is just going to bring some strength back in because all of those are all attached to the sides and stuff, so they're all pretty strong. But the front one, and it's the largest aperture as well, so you can always wipe your acetate again later as well, so don't worry. This is brand new though, so I've just got it out of the pack, so it should be fine. Now again, just hover it over because it's not a perfect, obviously, circle, so you just want to make sure. You could go a bit wonky and then there'd be less attached to like one area. That looks pretty good. So you can see I've got a little bit of stickiness around the top there, so I'm just going to take my little powder here and just go over. I'm going to take all that away. Looking forward to the Christmas surprise that's coming. And just check, oh no, yeah, it's not sticky anymore. Okay, again I can stick that side on now, but keep all of this open to still decorate, and we'll stick that side down at the last, you know, stage. But yeah, this is going to look good. So now I'm going to use the construction glue on the sides here. Now what I might also do is just take a very, very thin slither off of this edge, and I mean just the tiniest amount. It's not even like 1/8, just a little bit, and it will just help with any like bulk because you're wrapping it around. And again with this end here, it's just literally the tiniest little bit, but it will make all the difference. And it will always fold better one way to the other anyway. Any of these kind of box style cards you'll find there's always a slight resistance more to one side than the other. Oh, we're talking about the acetate. Yeah, you can splat gesso paint. You want something that's really opaque. So gesso or gouache, I don't know how you really pronounce it. You can do that as well. Tipex, I think someone's used. And just once that glue starts to grab, just fold it kind of each way until it kind of falls into place. It looks good to me. Again, you can just keep checking. Yeah, it's going to wrap around fine. How cool is this going to look? Like I said, simplified version is this, but we're going to do in a bit more of a detailed tunnel for anybody that's just joined. This one, the tutorial is going up today, I think. Oh no, no, maybe tomorrow. I've got this big long one going up today, I think. Right. Now I've got to make some decisions. Do we like the wreath right at the back? It is quite nice, isn't it? I've got my big words already here because I thought it would be nice to have the Christmas. Oh no, that's congratulations. Sorry, Christmas is coming. Christmas is in another set. We'll do Merry. That's from the big word, sorry. So we'll do the big Merry, because this card can hold a nice big sentiment, and then Christmas. So I just need to make sure my decoration kind of stays. I can't remember what words are on the next. Actually, have I got it here? Yes, I do. So this is going to launch. I'll give you a really good sneak peek here. This is going to launch in August, I think. And this is the next lot. So we've got luck, wishes, well, Christmas, done, good, home, Halloween, sympathy, hugs, and get. And then you've got all your other words to then make with it. All right, so that's your next lot coming for anybody that's, you know, collecting these. I know there's lots of you that do. And just to give you a bit of a heads up so you know what's coming. So if you want a nice big Christmas, we do have one in time for Christmas. All right, so that is the next installment of the, the names are all a bit different, but I think the mix and match sentiments is probably going to be better for these. So that's probably what we'll start calling them going forward. But how long we keep doing them for, I don't know. But yeah. And like I said, if the words that you want aren't in there, we've got more coming. I've already got 2 more that have been signed off. So yeah, so that's a really early sneak peek, but I think that's not giving away too much. You don't know what that's launching with. So just check in if I've got the other one here as well. No, I haven't got the other sample yet because that's even further down the line. So, but yeah, I think that one's August. Pretty sure it's the end of August, or might be September, I'm not sure. That's why I said, oh, the big Christmas. So you can imagine you could have the big Christmas one on here and then the Merry instead. So just, and if you've got them all, you could have, you know, and you're doing a big showstopper, you can have a big Merry and then the big Christmas underneath. They just look lovely. They're so nice. Screenshot, of course. I wouldn't expect anything less. Right. See, the Merry Christmas with the snowmen would look good. Let me just fake out the wreath. And the snowfall as well. Maybe we go with the snowmen. Oh, this is looking like it might be. Might be more what I want to do. So actually, you can have one. These snowmen will look good. That side. Obviously change them all a bit. Have him. Make them all from different. And I could use that one about, I'm sure I've got a sentiment that says about a snowball. The long one that says about a snowball fight. And I've got the little pile of snowballs. I could bring in that little stamp. What about that? It's hard for you to see because the glare. Sorry, I've just realised. I'll bring it up a bit. I mean, they're not perfectly placed, but you get the idea. Because I've got 4 tiers, I can have one on each tier. It's good, isn't it? Do we like that? I think I like that. I think we might focus on them. Because I've not really just done a focus just with the snowmen. Could add a few of the trees as well, actually. Could have one of the trees on the front. And then maybe another one further in, just to bring in a bit of the green. I think that looks nice. We've got little sprigs, so I could have, where were those ones? Because I liked those. They would look nice, you know, around the sentiment. It's going to be silver, something like that. Yeah, I think we're going to do snowmen. keep all these little sprigs because I'll use them for the other bits. I'll get that other sentiment. I've got so many bits for other cards, so I'm not stressing that I haven't got enough for something else, so that's good. There's another one there. Yeah, I don't think we need the baubles, we'll save them for something else. Right. But you can see how it looks, you know, if you just want to do robins, you could do all of the robins inside, would look nice as well. So let's cut this one in silver. See, now I'm thinking I want to do a blue, like Christmassy kind of sky, like inked up for the sides. With some, oh, what distress spritz could we use? Could use the weathered wood with the smoked hickory smoke one, was it? Which one did I get? What was my silver? Oh, there it is. Yeah, hickory smoke. Could look quite good, couldn't it? Scanning Ephremra. What do you reckon? That would be, I'm going to do that in black because that'll pull out the black in their hats. And I'll get some black foam. On that. Oh, I don't know if I like it. Don't know if that's the same kind of vibe. I think it needs to be blue. Blue with white background. I don't know if I like the mirrored card. I think that just looks a bit too, it doesn't suit the style of the card. It's totally changed it. It's a bit too grungy for me. No. Nope. Don't like it. Oh, let's go with white and blue, I think. It needs to be brighter. Or even white with the red. I think it's the silver. I don't like the silver with it. They need to really pop. So we either do the white with the black, which looks loads better, or we do white with the red, or white with the blue. That's a pretty good match for the blue. So just try a few and see what one looks best. Oh, that's nice. And that's a bit different as well. Quite like that. Bring it up a bit. It really does tie in all the hands, all the gloves. I like that. I think that's a little bit different. Right with the blue. Yeah, I think it's a bit more unexpected as well, which I like. It's not your norm. Yeah, you like the blue? All right, we'll go with the blue. Let me add a bit of foam onto that. Now, I probably should have stuck this. I think I'm going to stick that one again, the blue. It'd be hard to cut otherwise. Yeah, it needs to pop. It's a happy card. That's nice for the right style card, just not this one. Nothing's ever wrong, it's just maybe not the right, you know, style for the card you're doing. Beautiful, that's a good one. Be careful with this one because it's got the very thin bits on it. You could just cut multiple in the cardstock and stick them on top. But if you've got a bit of patience, you can just cut it. Should do what Lou does. I just don't want to stretch it, just take each bit off carefully. It's easy to stretch out the foam. Tiny little bits. Okay. Alright, I'll be back with the chat in a minute, it's just too much concentration. There we go. Done. And if you know me by now, I just can't have these without foam. I need to have them lifted slightly. Right. Again, just kind of getting the rough placement of everything just so I can check it's all going to fit. So definitely go with that. I think I'm going to stick it together now because I want to make sure I get the gaps and all that lot in place because I know where these are all going to go. So I think I'll get this stuck down now. So all you need to do is lay these flat, make sure they all overlap like they do, and then get your glue and just cover each one. In fact, I'm going to just cut some of them a little bit straighter. And that was only that one. I've got way too much air in this. And then you want to fold to bring them up a little bit. I might have to trim a little bit off. I don't think I'm 100% straight. But just fold that over. Yeah, there's a few bits sticking out. I have to trim them. Love you, but leaving. Great start to the card. Be back later. Oh, take care, Linda. Okay, and then carefully fold that all over. And just check. Yeah, I'm going to have to trim. I wonder if I can actually, I can't trim the bottom. Oh, poop. I'm going to have to start that again. I'm going to have to line those up better because they are going to stick out. I'm going to have to use construction glue actually because one, I've weakened these, but two, it gives me the wiggle room which this glue doesn't give me. So start again because I can manipulate it so it's back straight again. I couldn't do it with the quick grab glue, so let's just do that again. Just a little Let's just strengthen that again. Yeah, I can push them all straight because it folds flat better the other way anyway, so I'm not too worried about it not folding flat in this orientation. Just get them down and bring it up, and then I can move those individually. Just need to poke them in there, otherwise it won't lay flat. These are pretty much in there. That's better. Don't want to push it too much just yet. I'll stick that one down. You can add your glue to that or to here, it doesn't really matter. And you could keep this completely 3D as well. You don't have to have it lying flat. You could put it in a cute little gift bag. I've got 5x7 gift bags. They're probably not as wide though. I think they're only 1 inch, but in fact, no, I've got loads of gift bags that you could easily fit this into anyway, just on my normal playlist. Oh, bye, Benita. Oh, sorry, you're saying bye to Rita. Bye, Rita. I need a big engagement, please. Not enough engagement sentiments. Finished 1920, isn't it? Oh, I'm glad you enjoyed it, Tez. Honestly, just it is just brilliant. So good. Okay, I'm going to let that dry a bit more and then I'll fold it flat. Right, let's get these snowmen in. So we're going to have I have a small one on the front with the tree, with the large tree. I kind of think they look good, like proportion wise. So let's do a big one on the first tier, taking up most of the space in the middle. And then we'll do another one on the second tier, maybe there. He's going to be filling that space there, so we need maybe one. If I cut the first lot, like bit of his body off, maybe it'd be better coming down there. So he's into like that bit of space. Maybe he can go over. Pull him down a bit. Ooh. Actually, maybe it might be better having him that side, because the Mary is going to be that side, so that balances that out, and then I can add this one like there, but I'll cut his body off the bottom so you don't see that bit. Yeah, I think that's better. So let's stick him down first. Where are you? So you've got, yeah, got a little bit. I'm going to have to put the glue. Maybe I should have done this before I stuck it down. As long as there's enough glue to just get it tucked in place. that one. Sorry, I'm missing what you're saying. Second that. Yes, we will. Can you imagine this in pink and silver? Yeah, with loads of embossed trees. That would look nice. So that one's on the second one. Trim away anything you see in a bit. Oh, sorry, I hear that beeping. All right. Someone's fire alarm, but it's not anywhere near me. There's loads of apartments just up from me, so that's one of them. Can't smell smoke, so. Right. Let's do. Tree. At the top there, and then oh. Oh, it goes fine either way, so which is all good. And then him again. Just make sure you've got nothing sticky behind everything you stick down, because you've got all these obviously gaps here. So just, yeah, bear that in mind. For this one, in fact, I'm going to just add, oh, I could add, if I add it to the top of the Y and the bottom of the M, because there's plenty of space. Top of the Y. Don't find that one. Some of these aren't that sticky. Okay. And then he is going to go right there. So I'm going to just cut him. Sorry, Mr. Snowman. But he does look cute. Oh, right. Hopefully not too much longer. Probably get away with his there. You don't, doesn't really matter. You don't see that one. And then I can feed this Sprigs. Oh no, let's get the Christmas stamped. I could heat emboss the Christmas. What do we think? Heat emboss or stamp in black? Or stamp it in red. I'll go there. What do we think? Oh, you can't see because of the glare, sorry. That's how it's looking. Cute. Call the snowman, please. But yeah, that would still look quite nice. Which way should I fold it flat? If it goes that way, then that could overhang. Mind you though, you need it overhanging this side really to balance. Yeah, because that is just, that will go in the envelope still. So maybe I'll do that, or we could have a little, couple of little Christmas baubles. It's probably a bit big, that one. Emboss with blue or ink in blue with clear embossing powder. If blue's too much. What's that destroying everything? Oh, you're on about the snowman. Sound, there's space at the bottom near the snowman for the Christmas word. There's space at the bottom. Oh no, I've got the snowballs, got piles of snowballs to add and stuff for that. I don't know. I'm just going to stamp it just normal in black and just see how that looks, because it might just be right. Just trying to balance everything. I think we've got enough of the blue. Actually, I'll stamp those snowballs now whilst I'm doing that. Christmas, Christmas, Christmas. Also, you could, if you've got this set, you could use him, the lovely snowman, and the little sprigs and everything, and do a similar card. Right. That's an old star stamp, so I'll do that separate actually. Or ink first. Perfect, that was good. I'm not going to colour them, but I'll add a little bit of grey just for some shading. Do a couple. A little white frame just so it pops against the red. I think this will tie in with this hat. Yeah, see, I like that. I like that. And then let's just cut these out. Oh, what have I missed? Been watching the background card. I have my last funeral station support. Oh, Louise, oh bless you, thinking of you. I hope it's a lovely send off for you, Nan. Sorry, you just have to enjoy the bird sound. Do that then. Maybe one up a bit higher and then down a bit lower. So who is going to recreate this card style? Again, it doesn't have to be a Christmas card. It's going to be great for many, many occasions. It's what I call a card, you know, to spend the day making. One of those ones for a special person. Lynette, you're going to give it a go? Good. Yeah, a couple of piles of snowballs there. Do we like those sprigs like that? Or is that a bit too much? Do we just want the one? Maybe the one's enough. Can't really have it on that side. Different one there. I'd rather keep them for another card though, because they match. I think just the one sprig on that side and then that on that side maybe. I think there's too much with the two. Right, let's stick that behind. God, I've moved that all around. Right, stay there. Right, we've got 15 minutes. Do I do inky blue side backgrounds, and for a blue background right on the very back with a bit of mirrored you know, sparkle from the distressed spritz? Or do we just die cut some white pieces and emboss them with like the North Star? Might look a bit much with the blue, I don't know. Does it need anything on the very back? Because you don't see too much and they pop quite well anyway. Where's my other pile of snowballs? Oh, where have they just gone? Did anybody see where they've gone? Don't let me lose these. I've lost me snowballs. Oh. Where on earth did they stick to? Honestly. That was like a mystery then. I thought, oh my God, they just like literally disappeared. Emboss it. You will not see much of the blue. Right. Oh, I love that. Yeah, it just needs something here. Oh, I think I do need to cut him out. I might have to. Oh, he's stuck there though. You don't see him that way, although you see the bottom of it. That doesn't matter, does it? I could get in there, I guess. I could snip that away. But then you still see. I should have cut him like that one. He's really neat. We won't worry about that for now. It's a minor issue. Let me grab those matte and layers because I need to do silver. I think I'm going to keep the top strips just plain. I'm not going to add any mattes and layers to those at all. But I think we're cut. Oh, I've got loads of tidying up after this one. These ones here. So we'll cut two large ones in the silver and then the small ones just white card, do we think, with the embossed North Star? Would look nice. Snowman saying. Right, stick these down. Now I think the white, because it goes with like the snow, it would like represent the snow, the sky, like white sky. But the mirrored card looks lovely embossed, so both will work. Again, just be careful, like I said, with your solvent glues on the mirrored card. Don't play around with it too much. And then on the back, you just cut yourself a nice big circle in the white, and then you've got your space. I'll get those stringy bits off in a bit once it's dry. And then here's this white card. Yeah, those ones. Yeah, the bubbles would be good. I think I'm just going to stick with the North Star though, because it's part of the new collection. And that one I totally messed up. That went right off the edge. Okay. How can one card, well I know how one card, but you know, you say it all the time, one card has made so much mess. Here's my embossing folder. Oh, down here. No, it's not. Why's that not all piled together? Do you want to build a snowman? I've got that tune in my head now. Honestly, I baffle myself sometimes. I had everything all neat before I went live, and now I've managed to totally mess everything up. Where is that folder gone? No. Oh my goodness. There. I've only got one pile of stuff here, and then my other new collection pile here. And I haven't filed any of this away yet. I was going to do it later on today. Okay, well maybe we will have to use this snowfall. I honestly don't know where it is. Okay, well I think the North Star would look lovely, but we'll use this one. Alright, let me just set the plates out for this one. Oh, mine's a mess right now. This is literally, yeah, all of this is terrible. Mind you, I've got other bits on here. I've got Charlie's card. I've got a couple of his gifts. I've got a wrap. Just a little bit glue. Looks cool. It sure is, Benita. Oh. I'll just go back to that one and just wipe away a little bit of glue I can see in that corner. There we go. I think, yeah, tan. Yeah, it goes better that way, I think. Well, yeah, I have to because of that overhang. So now I'm going to add some glaze to the snowballs because they look nice. And that just adds a little bit of shine. Right. Oh, this is so cute. So you've got your simplified version here, and there's a tutorial going out for that. And then I can direct people to this one if they want to see how to add in those extra layers. That's just got a piece of acetate going through the middle there with that robin floating. Or you can cut multiples, so there's 6 of the die cuts for this card. 4 inside and then 1 on the front and 1 on the back. If I bring it up, you can see all of that lovely detail. Isn't it cute? I'll put it to the side slightly. I just don't want the glaze to drop. What a fun card. I love the bold blue. I think it's come together really well. Yep, definitely have to go at this one. It's gorgeous. Thank you, Lynette. Yeah, very pleased. I'm making envelopes. I'm going to be doing envelopes for all of my sample cards that I've made. Probably next week I might go live, just do a YouTube one, just doing all the envelopes, just so I've got them done, because I don't want to get close to Christmas and have all these Christmas cards with no envelopes. So I'll add this to the pile because I've got to do this one as well. So some of them are going to be a little bit obscure sizes probably, but I can just get them all done then together because I want to use all these cards. They're all lovely. Lovely way. Yes, again, just trying to show you as many ways to use the die sets because they're lovely dies, and you know, they can do a simple gatefold, but you can start to, you know, to do really detailed 3D things like this, your big long showstoppers, you know, simple box cards. I think we'll do with the triangle one. The tutorial is going to be coming up probably over the weekend, beginning of next week for this one. But it'd be nice to try and do something like a diorama with the star one as well. So, oh, I must have lost a star there. But again, I've got to make an envelope for this, so it's probably gonna have to be that way. Although it's a little bit, it's resisting that way, whereas that way it folds perfect, but I've got all that overhang. But yeah, so I'll have a little look at a way of doing the star one, because I think that'll look nice. But yeah, apart from envelopes, these are all ready to be able to, you know, send to people. Because I don't, and that's nothing against, but sometimes people will make samples and they will be not quite finished, like just quick, you know, whereas these are, I put everything into my samples, like they're cards that I would, you know, give. So I want to make sure they've got nice envelopes. Using this style with the beauty set look like storefront. Using this with the beauty set. I'm trying to think which beauty set you mean, but it sounds like it would be a lovely card. A live envelope session would be good, yeah, just so I can get those, like I said, get them all done. I just don't want to be stressing. Plus I've got these, which I forgot about, and there might be some Christmas stamps in here, so I need to, you can have a little bit of a sort out and a rummage through these next week, just so I can fill up some of my stamp books, because they are running a bit low for some of the themes. I don't know if there's many. There's some nice, like the Queen though, and the colours are always good as well, so yeah, there's tons in there, so I need to have a little look. Oh, the makeup stamps, got you. Very nice. Metal detector fun, yeah, I'm going to be having a go. Rachel, mine. Gorgeous card. You're not old or weird until you draw. What did I miss? Oh, thumbs up everyone. So yeah, so thank you for joining me today. Again, I'm getting very good at staying more within that 2 hour mark, because it does, yeah, I think I just need to try and stick to that as much as possible, so I know where I am then through the week. But yeah, really pleased with this one. It's come together really nicely. There's definitely things you can swap out, you know, you don't have to have all 4 layers, you could just do 1 or 2. You don't have to put the frames on. It looked nice with the red frames, you know, just leave, or just the red circles, sorry, leaving it as it is. And like I said, that looks just as nice. I think that is still a gorgeous card with just the frame. So hopefully bits you can take from it and make it your own. Very pleased with these. So enjoy your weekend, and whatever you're doing, whether you're having a nice weekend of crafting, I hope you enjoy it. And those of you that have got your new collections landing through your letterbox, enjoy using them. I can't wait to see what you guys start making. I always like to see what you post on the group. And yeah, I'll be back again next week. I have actually got a Peanuts launch next week. I'll give you a little sneak peek actually, because I know they won't mind. But for anybody that likes Peanuts, it's a little bit different. So I'm just going to show, if I can show you, it's a kit. I'm just going to do like a corner, try and get, I'll just bring in a little bit of something. There we go. So I'm going to play with this on Monday and do some content. It's really cute, a little bit different. There's some other couple of bits to it as well. But yeah, if you like Peanuts, then you might like that one. All right, so take care everybody, and I will see you again next Wednesday and Friday as normal. But make sure you got your notifications on, because I might do an impromptu one, obviously with the envelope making. So I'm not sure when, but yeah, keep a lookout. All right, take care everyone. Bye.